If Cars 1 was about growing up, and Cars 2 was about friendship, then Cars 3 is about legacy. The story of this film is not particularly exciting, but it's the perfect conclusion to the Cars franchise. After 6 years of training, McQueen has become a legendary figure in the world of racing. He was always on the track enjoying the speed, but even the best have their day of defeat. This time, he lost to a newcomer. During the final sprint, Storm used his incredible speed to overtake everyone, leaving McQueen far behind. After the race, McQueen warmly greeted Storm, but he was greeted by a storm of mockery.
You have no idea what a pleasure it is for me to finally beat you.
Not only that, in subsequent races, McQueen tried his best but could not beat him. Turns out Storm is the next generation of high-tech racing. It's not just about its performance. It even uses a high-tech simulator for training. As the times change, and McQueen's old racing cars from the same era realized that they could not beat the power of technology, they all chose to retire. McQueen is the only one left on the racetrack, but despite his best efforts, he was easily overtaken by Storm. He tried to catch up, but he didn't realize he'd reached his limit. After the race, McQueen returned to the town. Everyone thought his career was over, but he didn't give up. He locked himself in his house. He watched his mentor's old matches over and over again. However, if he wanted to beat Storm, he would have to change his training methods. So after being introduced by a friend, McQueen was introduced to a powerful team. Not only do they have the latest high-tech training simulators, and even one-on-one coaching, but McQueen was reluctant to follow the instructions of his coach, Cruz. He insisted on bypassing the tedious process and used the high-tech simulator to train. Unsurprisingly, because he wasn't familiar with this new training method, he caused a huge loss to the club.
Turn it off! Turn it off! Get these things off of me!
You have crashed.
Afterwards, the club owner didn't blame him, but he did tell McQueen if he didn't beat Storm in his next match, he would have to announce his retirement and spend the rest of his life using his reputation to make money for the owner. In order to beat Storm, McQueen and his coach Cruz came to the beach for some practical training. Cruz wanted to help McQueen measure his speed. She installed an electronic assistant on McQueen. However, due to the limited range of the Bluetooth signal, she had to keep up with McQueen to help him. Cruz doesn't have any practical experience. In such a setting, she would never be able to keep up with McQueen.
Let me go! Sorry! Go! Go!
They spent the whole day trying to get it right. Finally, they completed the test at nightfall. But McQueen's top speed was only 198 miles per hour. This speed would never beat Storm. McQueen took Cruz to the valley to warm up for the race. But he didn't know that this was actually a crash race. The two of them immediately tried to escape, but the gates were closed, and no racing driver was allowed to leave. At that moment, a black figure suddenly appeared. After the race started, the drivers began to collide wildly. As the race became more intense, most of the cars were forced to retire from the race. Only the school bus, McQueen, and Cruz remained on the track. School buses take next aim at Cruz. The critical moment, McQueen saves her in time, but he gets stuck in the mud. And before McQueen can get out of the mud, the school bus comes barreling through again. Cruz was the only car left in the race, so she was the winner of the night. On the way back, McQueen thought he'd wasted the whole day and hadn't improved his speed. But Cruz was now very excited, because this was the first trophy she'd ever won. But then an angry McQueen accidentally broke the championship trophy. This made Cruz very angry. She got off the bus halfway back, and she told McQueen,
I wanted to become a racer forever. Because of you.
It turns out that Cruz used to be the fastest race car in town. She also wanted to race like McQueen, but when the opportunity came, she realized she didn't have the courage to stand on the racetrack. That's why she chose to become a trainer. After saying these words, Cruz left in sadness. McQueen realized that what he had just said was too much, so he had the trailer catch up with Cruz and apologized to her repeatedly. Eventually, Cruz forgave him. Soon after, McQueen traveled to the Master's hometown. He wanted to find the answers to his questions on the track where Master had run for years. But suddenly,
Smoking?
as we all know, Lightning McQueen is awesome enough on the track. But do you know how powerful his master is? In a match years ago, facing constant pressure from his opponent, he did an amazing maneuver. But now his mentor is gone. In order to defeat Storm, McQueen sought out his mentor's mentor, Samki. He told Samki that he felt he had reached a plateau. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't improve any further. He feared he might be replaced by a newcomer like his mentor was. After hearing McQueen's words, Samki took him to the place where the doctor once lived. The walls were covered with letters, all about McQueen.
Racing wasn't the best part of Hud's life. You were.
It turned out that the mentor, who had left the track, had fallen into despair, until McQueen's appearance gave him hope. Training McQueen was a particularly meaningful thing for him. McQueen seemed to understand something as well. Under Samki's guidance, McQueen began intensive training. They even used Cruz as a stand-in for Storm as his opponent. Later, to train McQueen's reaction speed, Samki used hay bales to constantly disrupt him while he was driving at high speed. He even required McQueen to sprint through the forest at night without lights. As the high-tech outer layer on his body began to peel away, McQueen regained his confidence. After a period of training, both McQueen and Cruz made significant progress. The day of the race soon arrived. This time, Samki personally took charge, serving as McQueen's coach. The specially trained McQueen was indeed different. His speed was significantly faster than before, but in the final sprint stage, McQueen unexpectedly had Cruz take his place to finish the race. It turned out that he remembered that Cruz had once wanted to become a driver, but had missed her chance. So this time, McQueen wanted to give her the opportunity. Immediately afterward, Cruz sprayed on the number 95 paint and took McQueen's place on the track. Making her debut, Cruz was initially at a loss, but with McQueen's encouragement, she gradually found her rhythm. She sees her opponents as tractors on a farm and kept overtaking them. Soon she caught up to Storm and began constantly interfering with him.
Hey, Hamilton!
Hamilton here.
Call out our speed!
208 miles per hour. 207 miles per hour.
Stop that! You're taking me off my line!
Last lap!
As a result, an angry Storm pushed her into the wall. It was truly unbelievable.
Yes, I
She pulled off DR's signature move in a critical moment, and so, Cruz successfully won her first championship, while McQueen chose to retire and adopted a completely new look. In the days that followed, he became Cruz's coach and dedicated himself to training her. Alright, the movie ends here. As long as you believe in yourself and work hard enough, the ultimate winner will be you. Don't forget to like and follow me. I'm Make. If you have a movie you want to see, please leave a message in the comment section. See you.